zijn toch bij de harbor, dus we gaan even Everard Claire vragen of hij ons verder wil helpen met het neerhalen van het lichaam. Ik bedoel, die man heeft ons natuurlijk al vaker geholpen. Ik kan dit aanklikken. Kon eerst niet. Had ik hier nog wat nieuws mee?
You're back before the cargo container. It's...
Nee. De cargo container is leeg. Hij nog wat te melden? Misschien over die rare tatoeages. Daar kunnen we ook verschillende mensen naar vragen. Hè? Nou, hij weet niks. Nou, dude.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart too. How can I help you today? What? Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree.
Oh my. Don't take this question...
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting... But of course, all joking aside, I am... Jean-Luc, my boy. I'm sending 2 police officers down.
Jean-Luc?
They have a dead body in a tree problem they need... And, Jean, please take it easy with the race science. He's had enough of that. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but... You already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
Ah.
Of course. Let us dispatch with a...
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe.
I think the odds of that.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion.
So good to hear that.
Words flow like a river of honey. I guess word has already reached. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking...
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you? Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little... It's Harry. Harry Dubois. And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what... Oh, Harry. You are the most regular, traditional, by-the-book law official imaginable. As do we all, Harry. We're all just trying...
He's probably just making a guess based...
Ah, this?
This translates into...
I find that very...
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you...
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM.
He got the name from the Census Bureau. And everything else...
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi, from the Census Bureau. Like I...
That means he doesn't... A pity. The
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay?
Nou, we kunnen nu naar beneden. Kunnen we daar nog doorlopen? Nee. Naar beneden. En dan gaan die lui ons helpen om het lichaam naar beneden te halen. Volgens mij is het dan die racist driver die we moeten hebben. Measurehead. Oh, Measurehead. Die gevaarlijke man. Measurehead was die grote gevaarlijke man. Die gaat ons helpen. Om het lichaam naar beneden te halen. Ik loop ook met een zaklamp en een crowbar in mijn hand. Totaal niet verdacht. We hebben een gedachte. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Dat is een koffiemachine. Hier, dit is Measurehead. Hij gaat me helpen.
The unpromising raised pupil returns. So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior.
You're so noble, man.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
Oké.
But babe, see that they stay here the whole
Dus
time.
die man gaat lekker aan het werk. En dan gaan wij hier wachten tot hij terug is. En hopen dat hij het heel houdt.
The woman's gaze follows.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Cool. I like men with guns and...
You hear that?
Kruiskeer.
He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like...
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Nou, daar komt hij weer.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate you. Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a union man. Racists.
Welcome to Revisham. He must think
I am
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions.
That atavistic stick...
babe. Thanks.
Nou, als het goed is nu het lichaam naar beneden gehaald, maar we hoorden hem iets breken. Dus, zou hij die hele boom uit de grond getrokken hebben?
Was I wondering, man?
Is dat nog een optie? Kunnen we nog wat leren over vreemde tatoeages bij iemand?
Is this about the question? I don't really know. Uh-huh.
Nee. Nee. Ja, kom naar buiten. Kan hij ons nog wat vertellen?
Something odd.
Nee.
Don't you tell me to.
Ik ben benieuwd wat hij ervan gemaakt heeft, onze vriend.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished
Ah, hij heeft de
pine
hele tak
branch.
eraf gesloten.
It's gently laid on one side.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2.
The RCM's four-phase murder
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up!
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective. You are. You're
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses
We gaan
and
hem
takes a deep breath.
openmaken.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi. You must have me confused with the cop. You, sir. You are the copper.
Let's go.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I... That's right.
Yeah, we got this. We're smart. The dead man stares in silence. Above those, an 11-field info form
There you go.
needs filling out first. It begins with,
That's you.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just
KK57.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi.
Ja.
That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Next. NA. Next. NA. Roughly 50.
Try 40.
Oké.
The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. He nods.
Mondial. Subgroup Occidental.
The pudgy mess
Yeah.
looks neither mondial nor, as you read it, you think. That leaves out dark-haired Mesk, Sal, Sarah Maurizia, a solid guess, Mr. Racial Profiler. Also of note, your unconscious racial profiling machine ruled out Messinian before. Despite all...
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Nor does he look male with his pregnant...
We're still going with March 4th. What else? 9. But
KK57 050...
none. At least not after the initial examination.
Ja.
Then again, the right lividity is easy to produce.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the station's...
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest.
Clothes. The deceased wears...
See?
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M.
The disappointment is
Yeah.
palpable.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
Nee, gewoon
The boot has
opschrijven.
a serial number. It's if tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo. The assistant has... The deceased has well nourished.
Schrijven.
Body hair is
Schrijven.
light brown. Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is compact.
Niks aanraken.
Short. Lividity is consistent with hanging.
Fucking low velocity! You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Talking shit about...
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest.
Bite marks on the
Consistent with
face.
predation. Ligature mark. Still wiring. There's too much of it.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters. The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot.
Always good to think ahead. We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight around the... The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there.
72%.
Like a flower arranger. After some deliberation, you sink the cutters in. Snap. The knot is
Gelukkig gaat het
slashed.
goed.
Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the depth.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the... Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin. Her chest is intact. Normal contour.
No! It's gonna happen, see?
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat.
We have a real... Last item. Hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. I was. Maybe... Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done.
Internal
What central
examination.
nervous system? I have nothing.
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral.
I think that may well be the moral of every story. Good. Musculoskeletal.
With his eyes almost closed, you hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. Respiratory oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after combat. Hepatobiliary. NA. Are you hepatobiliary?
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder, and bile ducts. Nothing in your alcohol-soaked memory.
Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, NA. Unless you have untapped
Reservoirs? No. But do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
No. Like a toxicology screening, cardiovascular, the body gastrointestinal,
This will do.
digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Let's see. We have
Description of injuries. Yeah.
If you want maximum results.
head, chest and scalp bite mark. And your opinion, officer?
Bite marks.
Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury. The stone. The
At maximum velocity.
has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and
Right. Next. Nothing. Just in case. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark.
below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. Think for a moment. There's time.
That's it. We have established cause of death. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. Well, we established probable cause of death. We also requested a toxicological screening. Then, given the state of decay here, we were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
Okay.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Daar hebben we al mee gepraat.
Later, Corporal.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. The corpse seems to yawn.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination. Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building? Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for.
Hij zegt, we moeten gaan kijken of we dat lichaam... After you send the body away, you can't bring it back. Okay. Is het ding groot genoeg?
The bear's eyes are dead.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it's more than big enough and cold enough. Honestly, it's perfect.
Okay. All we have to do is plug the fridge back in.
Both cables are unplugged. A giant electric mammal away.
Great. The owners of this building will just have to keep paying for the electricity sucked up by this.
Let's return to the fridge.
The bear's eyes are still glowing.
Of course. I'll take the head, you take the feet. It's not going to be the easiest thing.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get down to the bed.
Goeie geluid ook.
And more to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the...
You have created an ice bear sarcophagus.
Talk of the ice bear sarcophagus must not leave this room. If I were an artist,
He's right. His work would be much more.
at least we've stopped the
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing.
Oh ja.
Damn it. This is turning into... Okay, so you can sneak out of your room maybe. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by that.
Wij vinden iets.
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. The oral cavity is cold and moist. You're on the right track.
Huh.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye, and abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Ja.
Abrasion collar.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, yes, that's what this part is called. The basal ganglia feels clumpy.
Dat klopt iets niet.
This man will never sleep again. Never. Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. This is what he used to regulate his emotions with. The lieutenant answers with a sound. Your fingers are all the way in now. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral, ice-cold, serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
Can you get to it?
There's a tiny crack. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull.
We have
Zit
the
iets in
makings
zijn
of
hoofd.
a
Hè.
very small exit window.
We halen er iets uit.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger.
Good.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth with a plop. Your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is
A bullet.
Ja. Dan is dus niet de cause of death
the bullet
het
falls
ophangen,
in the bag,
lijkt het.
leaving a
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact. No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Evidence, ja.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. Opinion, fatal injury. And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body. This injury here. Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this. I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him up? There have been other signs too. Small details.
Secret task.
Everything
Find
is
the
too
bullet
neatly
before you get
designed for us
fooled.
to-
There is, of
Lekker hoor.
course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain. That's for us to find out. But this, to hide something.
Ja.
The real killer? The real motivation? What? Yes, we should take a closer look at.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot.
Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. We bag the corpse and work on the case. I'll leave that choice to you.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party
Okay.
until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult.
All right. There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will, oh well, in another lifetime.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands.
Nou, hij gaat het lichaam wegbrengen. En dan hebben wij ons onderzoek uitgevoerd.
The bow collector.
En we hebben de bow collector hebben wij afgerond.
It's early in the morning. The world is dark.
Ik kan nog iets leren ook. De normal in you. Ja, dat hebben wij wel. De normal. Kan ook nog iets leren. Derealization. Niet nu. Ik kan hier nog dingen ingooien. Misschien voor later. Ik heb nog een skill point. Good to know. Wordt die fractured bullet waar ik mee kan interacten.
Away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. The squished little thing. I know. You should find the gun that shot this bullet.
Ja.
That sounds like something a police detective would do. Then find the gun that shot it and the person that gun belongs to. He used it to kill. The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. You can just about make it. It's quite destroyed. What's interesting about the bullet thus far? A jacketed bullet, which would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle. Very interesting. You have an unusual military-grade bullet in your hand. Now all you
have a similar rifle in your hand.
Could fire it. The squashed bullet you wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The Citizen, a rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old the 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belma grave. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapon. Back at the station, the lieutenant is standing at a counter. Diligently fill it. You should share your findings with him as soon.
Ja, maar dat kunnen wij misschien wel doen via... Nee, via zijn telefoon wou ik zeggen, maar zijn auto is natuurlijk weg. Was dat hier binnen? Hier geheime weapons stash? Ja.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. Inside, a secret room. Seems like an old weapons cache. It means there are... This is a good find. Really justifies coming down here.
We hebben op zich nu niets aan.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream chip. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying.
Ja, maar het doet niks omdat de stekker er niet in zit.
The red cake somewhere.
En als die stekker er wel in doet...
This orange turning the crank feels...
Nee, dan kunnen we daar ook niks mee.
Two cables up something close.
Wat wij dan nu kunnen gaan doen. Find the murder weapon. Locate a working firearm. En we moeten ons wassen. Ja. Pick up the dice from the dice maker. Zijn we alweer 8 uur verder? Dat zouden we natuurlijk wel kunnen doen dan. Pick up the dice from the dice maker. Hier hebben we dat wachtwoord niet voor. Misschien is mijn dobbelsteentje al wel klaar.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? I'm listening.
Nee.
Good. Oh,
Of is
it's
dat een
you
optie?
again. Are you looking for a die?
Nee, is nog niet klaar. Oké. Good to know. Ik heb hier een gedachte. Is dit Emma's atelier? Hier is ook een gedachte.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize it. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one. That's a good question. Reality.
Reality is ruthless. Nou, dat we hier binnen zijn geweest, dat werkt wel in ons voordeel. The store is closed for the night. Ja, dat is ook logisch op dit tijdstip natuurlijk. Dus dan gaan we gewoon door de voordeur naar buiten. Ik bedoel, we gaan niet in die winkel lopen als het... als er niks te doen is. Dus we gaan naar buiten. Door de voordeur. Het is ook 10:30. Dus misschien moeten we inderdaad gaan slapen. Kunnen we hier binnen nog wat mensen spreken?
I've got nothing to say to you.
Nee. Kunnen we hem nog spreken?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Yeah.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world. It's bound to happen again, you know? Just...
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
Yeah.
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was...
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he's...
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what...
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good...
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's...
Wow! He's got it in a real...
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These...
Never been worried in my life.
It's not like you blew it wide open.
8%. Je schiet echt niet op, jongen.
Somewhere. You have so many bad options ruled out. It's insane. There is no way in the world you won't do it this time. Did you already try the gun thing? You're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
Yeah.
So, you wanna go get him?
Nee, Titus. Er is ergens nog een mystery woman die meer weet.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Er is ergens nog iemand die meer weet. Ik heb hier een gedachte. Zag ik? Toch niet? Jawel.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul. Exactly. Through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. You have to find out how the song goes first.
New task, sing karaoke.
Maybe a tape of who is mistakenly...
Lekker hoor. We gaan ons even wassen voordat we gaan slapen. Is die vrouw nog thuis?
The door is closed.
Nee.
This is not the cleanest bathtub. That soap scum smell. It smells like life.
Yeah.
At least compared to you. The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as you see the corpse. You can still smell. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now.
Kunnen we nog wat nieuws met de
A mirror
spiegel?
hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the...
Wacht. Dan moet ik die boltcutters weer vasthouden. Om daar iets mee te kunnen doen.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression, still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Put skill points in interfacing. Waarom niet? Eerst weer afsluiten, dan weer openen. Interfacing.
The faucet is
lukt.
quite terribly mangled. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just... told you that you needed those chain cutters.
Yeah.
The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man.
En nu zijn we wel klaar met de mirror, ja. En the expression, wat is dit voor deur? Dat weten we niet. Stel voor dat we gaan slapen.
The bed is still cold from the...
Tijd voor rust. En tijd voor de volgende dag.
From the wind blow.
En misschien wel weer voor een droom.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming,
wel tijd voor een
carrying
droom.
you away. But you can't go. No, you're not cooperating. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you've...
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
There's no dignity here. Only reflections of your... You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. Sure you do.
At least they're interesting. Each one has a pros. People are beautiful. Statue...
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some...
Let it.
But it never seems to let you go.
Open your eyes. Wij staan weer op. En het is 7:30 's morgens. Mooie tijd. Get hold of a sad song on tape. Oké. Die dice maker kunnen we dan... of die dice kunnen we wel ophalen. Ik stel voor dat we hier even checkpoint. We hebben ons onderzoek gedaan op het lichaam. Het lichaam is weggestuurd. Dan gaan we in de volgende video deze nieuwe dag beginnen. Dus graag weer tot dan.